I have two children, one 12-year-old boy and one 10-year-old who identifies as gender fluid. My gender fluid child uses both he, him, and they, them pronouns. My name is Robin, and I'm a family support specialist at PAL. I'm here today to talk to you about using the correct pronouns to address everyone in our lives, including those who are gender nonconforming. In other words, who do not behave in a way that conforms to the traditional expectations of their sex assigned at birth, or whose gender expression does not fit neatly into a category. Two quick notes before we dive into pronoun use. First, I'm not an expert on this subject. I'm just trying my best to be an ally because there are people in my life who are gender nonconforming. I may make mistakes. If you are a member of the LGBTQ+ community or an ally, feel free to call me out, ideally nicely, and leave a comment if I say something wrong. I want to say now that I think gender nonconforming is an appropriate term to use here. I got it from the Human Rights Campaign, but if I'm wrong, please let me know. Second, I just want to point out that that correct pronoun usage and being accepting of all genders in general are mental health issues. Studies show that LGBTQ+ individuals are at a greater risk for mental health needs, especially depression, anxiety, and suicidality. To be clear, just being LGBTQ+ doesn't make someone more likely to experience mental health needs, but living in a society that doesn't always accept LGBTQ+ folks does. This is particularly true with youth who are gender nonconforming. Transgender and non-binary youth report more than 4 times greater rates of suicide attempts compared with their cisgender peers. Gender identity acceptance from others can reduce the risk for these youth. All right, so let's talk about pronouns. Pronouns are the little words we use to describe a person without using their name. For example, if I say Janet ate a piece of the cake she baked, she is a pronoun. She, her, hers, he, him, his, they, them, theirs, and others are all sets of pronouns. How do you tell what pronoun to use when talking about someone new? It's simple. You can ask. There's no way to guess what pronoun to use by looking at a person. That's the whole point. Many people don't look or act in ways that are traditionally associated with their gender, and many others identify as genders that don't fit neatly into traditional categories. So just ask. If you feel awkward asking, an easy way to do so is to just share your own pronouns. You can say, my name is Susan and I use she, her pronouns. My name is Alex and I use he, him pronouns. My name is Max and I use they, them pronouns. You can also write your pronouns on your name tag or in your Zoom name. Sharing your own pronouns tells people that you are familiar with the concept of pronouns and understand that we shouldn't just assume what pronouns to use by looking at people. That may open the door to others feeling comfortable sharing their own pronouns. One note about this: don't criticize others who don't share their pronouns this way. Some people don't share their pronouns because they are questioning their gender identity or don't identify with their perceived gender, but aren't ready or in a position to make a statement one way or the other. We don't want to force others to make a choice or to come out when they're not ready, so don't push them on what pronouns they use. One more note before we wrap up. Know that it's okay to make mistakes. Most people do, and it's okay as long as you are trying your best. Know that if you are corrected, the best thing to do is to say thank you and correct yourself by using the correct pronoun, then move on. Don't apologize at length or draw out the situation. Long apologies may make the other person feel like they need to reassure you that it's okay, and that's not their job. And of course, don't defend yourself or offer a long explanation of why you made the mistake. Just correct yourself and do better in the future. That's it for now. Thanks for listening.